Do you believe in the undead? After today's episode, you just might. Let's get to it. Terry here again, guiding metal music vampires like you to the newest metal music. I cover all the stuff that's here on this list. I review, analyze, and break down the newest extreme releases from my weekly charts so you get the best new metal every day. You love getting more new metal music, right? So afterwards, I'll pair today's review album up with another extreme pick for you to add to your collection. Usually I match them pretty well if I can. Today's review album is Unextinct by Hideous Divinity, and it's the band's latest album up for a fresh Redline review. Let's go ahead and break this one down. In Apple Music, I open the band's page and I see that there are 10 strong-sounding tracks totaling 51 huge minutes here. The album cover artwork, as you can see, it's creepy, vampiric, with custom and standard fonts, and thanks to the artist, obviously I had no problems picking this one out for review from the whole batch, okay? They classified themselves in Apple Music simply as metal, but between that, the album artwork, song titles, and a quick sound check, I'm going to visualize something pretty beastly. I'm not sure about your predictions, but do let me know in the comments if you've already reviewed them for yourself. My genre description before I start the review, I'm thinking death metal. Maybe a variant such as melodic or symphonic. We'll see if that changes in the end during my reveal. I could say black metal, but I'm going to say death metal just to be different. Track 1, it opens the show with a short, ominous build-up to track 2. In a very symphonic style, it has me getting ready. I'm on the edge of my seat. Then track 2 just explodes into a massive grinding death metal fury with crushing beastly growl vocals. Well, it has huge melodic guitars, insane solo and riff work. And okay, right off the hop, this stuff is really good, okay? Track 3, it's brutal. It has intense speed, crushing rhythms, insane vocals, and well-blended melodic passages. And it's also very technical death metal feel too. Next, track 4 is off-the-wall heavy. It is massive. Everything in a melodic, technical death metal package. It is just gorgeous in a hideous way, but that means gorgeous. Track 5 showcases immense speed of light percussion with scorching instrument and vocal work. It's nuclear level metal at this point. The rest of the album is equally immense. It just builds and builds, to be very frank with everybody out there. It has such an incredible complete package of brutal yet very smart and very well-produced metal music here. Okay, every song is arranged very well. In summary, I'm flabbergasted. This is an amazing metal album from beginning to end, and I can imagine the level of hard work in the studio and an immense live show from this band. So absolute bravo to Hideous Divinity. This is a great album. Recording and sound quality, it was professional. Production and musicality was refined. I'm going to rate the overall levels of rhythm and tempo on the higher side, between a 6 and a 7 plus. Intensity range, while the harmonies and melodies were well blended and very highly present, I'm going to give them a level 6 and 7 plus 2. I find the lyrical theme here is something like philosophical or biblical doom. I'm not sure. It's almost like you can use this stuff in movies. And becoming a mainstream or radio act here is definitely not going to be a possibility. They belong to the hardcore metal warriors forever, I'm sure. The range, flow, and layout of this album is tight, and the tracks are arranged tightly as well. The vocals are beastly fry, while the guitar work is relentless with amazing solos, riffs, rhythm, and melodic work. Great technical aspects here too. The bass section was massive and very, very fitting. That goes really well with the drums and percussion performance, which, by the way, was fighter jet fast and super clean and intense all the way from top to bottom. The percussionist is just A level, okay? Overall, the energy and intensity here is immense, and they remind me of Spiritual Deception, Enterprise Earth, and the same flavors and areas as Archspire. My ChatGPT decided that they sound a lot like Aborted and Nile, and I'm going to say, well, fair enough. At least it'll give you guys more suggestions today. Temperature rating here, I'm going to give it between an 8 and a 9. Hot. On the hotter side, rather, with a level 8 or 9 darkness tonality feel, while the overall color or colors I'm going to describe as complete blackness. Does the album cover artwork match the feel of the music? Well, it's gorgeous, but I thought this rather to be a more of a black metal album cover, but that's okay. It was equally attractive anyway. General feeling I had during this session was a chilling, white-knuckled sonic assault. It led me to give this album a seismic reading of almost unheard of 9.0 on my own Richter scale. This is going to be great music for an album party or get-together with everyone and their friends who are going to get together and compare their albums one night over beer. My reveal is, well, I did say death metal with melodic and technical aspects. My genre description remains the same, okay? But I'm going to add the word brutal. And I looked at the official bio and it says brutal technical death metal as well. So I've been redeemed. My two favorite tracks were actually 1 and 7. But to be very frank with everybody, it was completely excellent from beginning to end. Finally, it went into my library like nothing. Okay, and lastly, I encourage everybody, please stream them for yourself. And that is it for another episode of Redline Reviews. I'm going to dig into my treasure chest here, and I'm going to pull out Spiritual Deception's latest album, Semite Mentis, just for you. This is a really good pairing, I think. And also a recap. Yesterday during episode 90, I reviewed Violence Solves Everything, Part 2 by Combichrist. It's an EP, and I added Body by Horschk. I think I got that correct from my secret stash there at the end, and that is 4 albums in about 7 minutes there. See that last episode, by the way, for the full scoop and stream them for yourself. See if these two are for you as well. And lastly, we are done, but remember, everybody, you have the power to support all metal artists. Stream them, engage them on social, buy the merch, see them live if they're in your area, if you can. Join me again soon for another episode of Redline. And finally, hit the subscribe button, get notified so you can get your new albums here first. You guys have a tremendous weekend. We'll see you again soon. Cheers.